away and stay in a hotel, it's a bit of a treat, isn't it? It doesn't really matter what level of service you get, it's the fact that someone else is looking after you. But in particular now, in this cost of living crisis, a treat becomes incredibly expensive. And I wanted to share this particular story with you about a colleague of mine who's a sort of a regular traveller, stays in many hotels. And also I wanted to know, does this truly happen in your part of the world? Does it really, are we really now, should I say, getting value for money? As ever, let me explain. So there you go, you see, you've checked into this now the sort of fancy hotel, let's say 3 to 4 star. Looks fabulous, doesn't it, on the website? The pictures are all light and breezy and airy, and you kind of think, wow, looks nice. Even the reception doesn't look too bad when you go in. And then I don't know about you, but I'm terribly always upset when you're met with someone who simply can't find your reservation if there is somebody behind the desk, or then, of course, you have to scan yourself in. That's the welcome reception you get. And of course, now people don't really want to interact with you because they're too busy on their phones and looking at some digital apparatus. But it gets worse. And this is the real point about hotels right now and the hospitality industry. Have you noticed when you check in, you get to your room and everything looks nice, but you've got to request everything. Whereas before, it was there laid out for you, the lap of luxury. So the extra towel, the extra pillow, the complimentary toothbrush, shaving kit, shoe shine mitt. You've got to go back to reception because 9 times out of 10 now, there's nobody answering the phone. It's up to you to look after yourself. You pay for the privilege. But the biggest sort of twist that I've noticed with this particular part now of the hospitality industry, and this is truly a very, very cruel way of simply them saving money, but they like to place it as ever on saving the planet. Have you noticed that they simply do not change your bedding now, even if you're staying for a week? They say, if you'd like your bedding changed after 3 days, do let us know. Now, if I wanted to do that, I'd stay at home, wouldn't you? And the other side of the coin is, unless you place your towels on the floor on a daily basis, they'll just reuse them because, once again, this is saving the planet. It's the same at breakfast. There's nothing available, even on the buffets, that they really want to allow you to help yourself to. All the good stuff you have to pre-order as a supplement. Again, saving the planet. But the bigger picture is they're not necessarily saving the planet, they're just putting the prices up. You're paying for the privilege of simply making sure that they keep the count of the chambermaids down. That way they don't need to employ as many, so not many are coming along the corridors. And then that way, of course, they don't have to send it off to the laundry. All their expense while making colossal profits. But this is all under the banner of course, caring for you, making sure that you're doing your best to make sure that the planet is being saved. You get the picture. Here in London, it doesn't matter where you stay, whether it's 5-star deluxe Marriott hotels, if you can find a staff member to make sure they're not ripping you off for breakfast, or indeed 3 or 4-star Hilton Doubletree hotels. Wherever you go, they're seemingly trying to make the money on the back of your green conscience. I'd love to know if this is happening to you in your part of the world. If you've been fortunate enough to have a night in a hotel, was it living up to your expectations? Did it match up to the actual sort of thing on the website? Or were you vastly let down? And more importantly, did you let the hotel people know? Or do you simply slink away, vowing not to return again? Now, for those that know me well on this channel, you will know, of course, that I'm all ready for speaking up, letting the people know exactly how much money they're making on the back of you, all the while you're not necessarily getting the luxury promised in the original price. And when I say price, top dollar price. As ever, do let me know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. But remember, next time you check in, make sure you check out with the right service. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.